You know that it's gone live, give me a thumbs up.
Namaste, everyone. Pandit Joe Jaglal, we're live.
Thank you.
Namaste, everyone. Pandit Joe Jaglal.
Are you doing the 5-minute screen? Brothers and sisters, we'll be starting in a few minutes. Please help us and share the link if you can. Wherever you're logged in from, help us share the link so we can get started in 2 minutes' time. Thank you so very much. Okay, Nadir ji, we can get started now. My dear brothers and sisters, friends, families all, noble souls walking on the path of liberation, all of our brothers and sisters in Vedic Satya Sanatan Dharma. On behalf of all of my brothers and sisters on this live right now, namaste to each and every one of you, and welcome. Welcome to this Facebook Live session as we are doing our official launch of an event that is coming up in Guyana. But before I go on, I just want to say that we hope that you've all had so far, you've enjoyed a wonderful holiday season. And if we are to extend a hug to all of you, my arms are open and all of us are open so that we can all give each other a brotherly, sisterly, friendly hug. Brothers and sisters, my name is Joe Jaglal. I am in Toronto, Canada. For those of you who do not know, we're involved in a lot of community humanitarian work all across this world. And today we are joined with brothers and sisters in Guyana as we are about to make this official launch. But wherever you're logged in from, regardless, you may be in London, England, in India, in Guyana, in the US of A, in Suriname, in Venezuela, Brazil, it does not matter. Or maybe you're going to be watching this program later on and you will identify with us and you will agree with us based on what we are about to do. We say welcome, swagatam, and we hope that within the next half an hour, you can stay with us. You will be part of our vision, and we also welcome. We welcome your questions. We also welcome your advice that you have for us. But right now, I want to say, before we begin, we have quite a bit of our brothers and sisters on Facebook with us live. Naresh Mahabir, thank you, Bhaiya. He said Sitaram to every one of us. Pandit Tiwari, Pandit Rudy is supposed to be with us, but he's out of the country. Mataji Lakshmi Baburam from Guyana is with us also. You'll be hearing from us later on. Our backbone of this event, Nadira Raghunandan Dayal, who is hosting and managing this live right now. Namaste ji. Sunita Ramlakan, Namaste ji. Noreen Balkaran from the Shiv Seva Sangh Mandir. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much. Help us to share the link. This is exciting. This is an exciting launch of an activity, an event that will shape the future of our individual families, of our societal family, and more so, Krinvanto Vishwamariam in helping to make this universe noble. But brothers and sisters, I'm just hosting this platform today. I want to introduce to you also so that they can all say their quick namaste before we go on to tell you what it is all about. I want to introduce to you, I would say probably the director of this event, no other than Pandit Yudhishthir Lal. In Guyana, all of you know him. He goes back every year a few times. He's currently in Toronto, Canada right now. And what we're doing, what it is his brainchild, that he wanted to have a youth camp under one umbrella of Guyana youth. Guyana youth, regardless of what mandir, what location you're part of, Guyana youth. So I want to say namaste and welcome, Pandit Yudhishthir ji.
Namaste, Pandit Joe. Thank you so much for allowing us to come together and sharing this exciting news and exciting project with for Guyana. Of course, everyone, my humble namaskar. My name is Pandit Yudhishthir Lal. I reside in Canada, Toronto, Canada. And of course, Pandit Joe rightfully said that I go home very often, and I feel that there's a need for such program, a Hindu youth camp that unite our youth and bring unity and diversity and to empower them so that they can become individuals that is proactive and positive, and that can create that positive influence on the younger generations to come. So I feel that it's very important that we do something now. You know, it says when you plant the seed, you know, plant the seed for yourself. It's for the future to enjoy the fruit of that tree when for it to come. So today I must say thank you so much for being the host and directing us down this path as well. And I know we've been getting tremendous support from and advice and guidance from our senior pandits, our senior Matajis and gurus and acharyas in this venture, because they feel that there is a need to have youth camp for our Hindu youth in Guyana, especially to get them back out into the community, to be active, to also display who they are and to remind them of their true identity. So thank you once again. I will.
Thank you very much, Panditji. And just a quick intro on Bahen Lakshmi Baburam. Again, she has been back and forth Canada, United and Guyana. She's currently in Guyana. She'll be one of the pedestals in Guyana in the direction of where this camp will be heading. Wealth of knowledge has been helping and working with many individuals in Canada, teaching them the Bhagavad Gita. Mataji, namaste and welcome. You're muted.
Namaste, Panajo, and a humble sitaram to you, our wonderful listeners today. We are most humbly seeking your help in helping us to promote this wonderful Guyana Hindu Youth Camp, where we want children of this country to be able, our youths, to be able to join with us and to promote and help themselves in transforming their lives to be better individuals. Thank you very much. Hope you all are on board with us.
Thank you, Mataji. And we move on to Bahen Indrani Mangra. And I think you're in Guyana also, right, Bahenji? You're muted. Yes.
Namaste, namaste, everyone. Well, currently I'm in Canada.
Okay.
Yes,
Excellent.
and thank you. I'm very excited about this program, to hear about it and what we plan to achieve from this program. So very, very excited and happy to help in every possible way I can to make this a success for my dear brother, Pandit Yudhishthir Lal.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you so very much. And we have joining us also is Pandit Krishna Sharma from Guyana. Pandit Ji, can you put on your video, unmute yourself, and swagatam?
Thank you very much, Baiji. I am putting on my video, but I will not leave it on because I am at someone's home right now.
Okay.
Funeral is tomorrow, but just put it on for a second or two. Sitaram, everybody. And I'm happy to join with everyone.
Thank you. Thank you
So
very much.
I will be here, but I will take on the video. Please permit me. Thank you.
Please interject at any time that you feel to,
Sure.
Panditji, okay?
Sure.
And I left one of the most important persons for the last. And why I say important, because execution is monumental in any task. And Nadira Raghunandan Dayal is the president of Shiv Seva Sangh. It is through her that I'm part of this event right now. And I have done umpteen programs with her. She is primarily the backbone, putting every single thing together. And as such, I would like to say, without Nadira ji, and I'm saying it right now, we would not have been at this point right now. So Swagatam Nadira ji, thank you so much. And I will hand you over as Nadira ji will take us through in giving us a synopsis of what to expect. And then we are going to do some discussion on it, and we'll talk to you how you, our public, can get involved. Over to you, Nadira ji.
Namaste, everyone, and thank you, Pandit Jo. Before I do go into the program, I've said this to you many times over, that I am very grateful, very thankful to you for your guidance. It is because of you I've gotten to this stage. You took me under your wing and you mentor me. And yes, I will always reach out to you. And after our 5th program, I thought we would have a break before we start again, but we're on our 6th. And I'm very, very happy that you're part of this, Pandit Joe. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So Nadirji, if you may, I will interject as you go on.
Sure.
But if you can take us through, and I'm so glad that you put this PowerPoint together that will allow our audience to see exactly what we're talking about. Could you take on the task, if I may ask, Pandit Yudhishthirji, is it okay? I will hand over to Bahenji to take over this task of making this presentation, and we'll all circle around it. Nadirji?
Thank you, everyone. Just 1 second to start. So as Pandit Ji has said, the purpose of this camp, and it's the beginning, the first one, and we're all excited about it, it is to promote and preserve Satya Sanatan Vedic Dharma. And what best way to do it than by starting with our kids? So by educating human minds through our children, thus strengthening the values of our Dharma. It is just a wonderful, exciting experience to be part of this project. So the youth camp, and as Pandit Joe mentioned, Pandit Yudhishthir Lal, this is his brainchild, and we've all understand his passion. We believe that he has good intention with this, and all the Panditjis that have joined us from Canada, in Guyana. We're starting off with a 3-day youth camp. The official camp dates are April 2nd to the 4th, 2023, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Farm Herstelling Vishnu Mandir. And this is in Guyana, One Farm Public Road, East Bank, Demerara. On April 1st, starting at 1 p.m. at the said Mandir, we will have orientation. We will be there to answer any questions anyone may have regarding this camp, and any suggestions, anything you want to bring to the table, we're willing to listen. As an initial project, participating mandirs will be mandirs in and around the Farm Herstelling area on the East Bank Demerara of Guyana. So Houston, Eccles, of course, Farm Herstelling, Diamond, New Providence, Grove, and Friendship. It is our hope that once we've done this first 3-day camp, that we can move to different areas in Guyana and have the same camp going, and ultimately have our youths manage these camps, and we just be there to advise them. Now, this camp is going to be funded by individuals, by volunteers, by everyone who believes in what we're doing and is willing to support this venture. We do not have any organization funding this in totality. With Mataji Lakshmi's help, we've come up with an estimated cost for sponsoring a child. So for this 3-day camp, we're hoping to have between 50 to 100 children, ages 6 to up to 20. And if you look on screen at the breakdown, the estimated cost in Guyana dollars is 13,400. So approximately 100 Canadian dollar per child, and approximately 70 US dollars per child. And we've broken it down as much as we can. Food and snacks will be provided for each child for all 3 days, 3 meals per day. And that's the amount, $8,100. We're gonna have one traditional outfit, or we may have t-shirts with our logo given to the children, and estimated cost is around $3,000. And because children are important to all of us, these kids are our future. The one thing that's very important, safety. safety for these children. And also we want to reach out to every child in the areas that I've just mentioned who's willing to come to this camp, who's the parents who are willing to have these children come. We're going to provide transportation to those kids who need transportation. And how this is going to work with the transportation is that drivers and buses are going to be identified. Drivers will be screened because, as I said, safety is most important. We will give parents and guardians information on the drivers, a schedule of pickup time, drop-off time, contact numbers of how parents and guardians can contact us at any time during the 3-day camp. So the cost for that, the estimated cost for that is about $200 per day times 3, $600. Panditjis are working to have a workbook done. So each child will have a workbook that they can take away with them. And this workbook will have mantras and all the necessary information that our children will need on a day-to-day basis to guide them and put them on that path of spirituality, on the Hindu way of life. We're going to identify our kids with name tags, and that's estimated about $200. And we have a miscellaneous amount of $1,000 because there may be things that come up that we did not cater for, and that $1,000 will help. So again, estimated cost per child, 13,400 Guyana dollars, Canadian dollars, $100, and approximately 70 US dollars per child. And as we're talking money here, and I know Pandit Joe is the only reason he buys into many programs is when there's transparency. And we assure you, as I said earlier, we're hoping to have 50 to 100 children. Any monies that's remaining from all the money we fundraise and all your contribution that you will be giving us kindly for these children to have this experience, we will come back within a month to give a financial disclosure on every penny that remains will remain in an account and will be used for the next camp. Just want to let you guys know that everything we're going to account for. We are approachable. We can be reached. Any questions you have, please contact us. At the end, you will see the email address and phone numbers of all the persons involved in this project. And feel free to contact anyone at any time. And this is the way you can help us to sponsor a child.
We will talk about this slide later on. We
Okay,
can just
so
go past
well,
this
this is
slide.
about it, Panditji, for now.
Sorry?
This is about it for now then. If we're going to talk about a
Yes,
sponsorship
that's
after.
about it for now.
Okay.
So thank you so much. And we have the contact. We'll come back to this also in the end. But
Sure.
before I take over and expound on it, Pandit Yudhishthirji or anyone on the panel, you can interject if you have any thoughts right now.
Namaste, Prabhu, Mataji, our viewers. We've been planning this project for quite a while now, since I got back from Guyana from the last winter. And this idea was shared with many Pandits and many senior members of our Hindu community. And they feel that there's a need for us to have this Hindu youth camp, on a regular basis, because whenever school closes, our Hindu youth doesn't have much to do in regards to our dharma. And because of that, I feel that it's very, very important that we do something of this nature, really, to bring that awareness of their identity, of our practice. Swami Vivekananda say that in order for us to have successful children, we have to nurture them spiritually first before we introduce secular knowledge. And I think spirituality is very important for us to nurture them with. And so there's many people in the background who is supporting this venture. However, we by Bhagwan's kripa, Bhagwan have made me cross path with you, Pandit Joe, Mataji Nadir, who've been being very, very instrumental in this process. My dear sister, Mataji Indrani Manga, Mataji Lakshmi Baburam, Pandit Krishna, Pandit Rabindranath Tiwari, Pandit Navin from the Persalin Farm Vishnu Mandir as well. And there's many other persons who is out there to support. There's many persons who already started giving donations for this particular project. I just want you to understand what is a projection, what is our purpose. Our purpose is really to promote this Hindu Dharma, for it to stay alive, for we to understand that and be practical about this Dharma. It's not a difficult Dharma. And if we don't take the time to teach our young people who they are and the science behind this philosophy in which we practice, then who will? It is our hope that we have this camp every time school closes, at least 4 times a year. Of course, beginning of the year in August for 2 weeks each month, because school closes in the Christmas season as well. However, we want to focus on East Bank of Demerara for now, ensure that we mentor young people to also start hosting their own youth camp as well. And once we see that the kids are capable of hosting their own youth camp, we can move to a different part of the country and also start initiating the same camps around Guyana. But one area at a time, that is our goal, to have camps throughout Guyana, but one area at a time.
Thank you, Panditji. Thank you. Anybody else you have anything that you quickly like to add? You'll be able to do so later on also in the program.
Okay, I can just add.
Sure.
One of the most important thing we have to note here is that children are not buckets to be filled, but lamps to be lit. Famous quote by Swami Chinmayananda. So we want to light these children with knowledge, to fill them with that kind of knowledge that they do not get. So that's our purpose and our aim in creating this youth camp. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Nadirji, can you go back to that one slide? I'll pick up from where Lakshmiji left off. That one slide about children. I think it was the second slide or so.
Sure, Panditji.
Can you share the screen?
I will.
So, brothers and sisters, the question will be asked, Lakshmiji alluded to it. We talk about children. Well, why you want to do children? What about the big people then? I just want to take you back to my experience. When I was a little boy growing up in Berbice in the quarantine, my first youth camp, and it was called the Arya Verdal Movement Youth Camp. I attended at Newmarket Anglican School. I was under 10 years old. It created a lasting impression in me. Some things in that camp that I still remember until today. I moved to Canada, and I think my first camp that I attended, not as a student, but maybe as a visitor, 1989 at York University. And then every year after at Obasatika Youth Camp, all the way east of Toronto and west of Toronto and north of Toronto. But my mandir in Toronto have held a camp every year up and until COVID. I think that was for about 26, 27 years. Brothers and sisters, I'm here to tell you that educating human mind through our children, think of the many things in society that fills our children's mind. It's either filth or it's either dharmic knowledge. And think of the outcome as we see the degradation of humankind and of society. And I'm not talking only of Guyana, I'm talking about any part in the world. But you know, I've been navel string buried there, right? Guyana is near and dear to all of us on this panel. And when Panditji brought up that he wants to work in Guyana to do this, it touched an emotional chord with all of us. And we're saying that those of us in Canada and in the diaspora, that we are okay in the sense that there were times in Guyana we did not have a penny to share, we didn't have it for ourselves, but we can have our penny, we can have a time, we have our knowledge, and everything else that we share. Lakshmiji can tell you, Pandit Yudhishthir can tell you, Nadira can tell you that somebody gave us all a chance, brothers and sisters. They gave us a chance. They molded us. They helped us. Isn't it time that we do the same for the future leaders of Guyana? That is our children. And to that end, brothers and sisters, we are doing whatever we can through Ved, Ramayana, Gita, using those as the pillars. And we are going to teach and train our children. We are not, yes, we're geographically localized to that area in Georgetown, I would say. But any child in Guyana who would like to attend, arrangements can be made for them to attend. Move to the next slide if you can, please, Nadirji. And this is exactly what we want to do. So I want you to tell us in the chat right now, do you agree with us? Do you see this as being something interesting that if you were a child right now, you will want to learn these things as opposed to be in companies that you would not like to be part of? Or would you like your child to be given some of these nectar from the Veda, Ramayana, and the Gita that will enhance their life? Because mothers and fathers, I know not all of us have this knowledge base at home, but rest assured that the knowledge can still be given to your children. Move to the next slide also. Now, Nadirji put that is from the 2nd to the 4th. Just know that the orientation, and we're going to talk in subsequent Facebook where the orientation will be done on the 1st. If you as a parent, brothers and sisters, you as a parent, you want your child to attend this camp, you want to attend, you know Pandit Yudhishthir, you know the other Pandits in Guyana, and you want them to attend this camp, but you do not have the facility, you don't have the money to help, don't let that hinder you. Later on, we'll give you all the numbers in Guyana and Canada. You reach out, and we will make the effort of having your child there with us. Again, this will be held at the Vishnu Mandir, the Farm Herstelling Vishnu Mandir. Personally, brothers and sisters, I don't know where that is. I'm a quarantine man. I left Guyana 40 years ago. I've only been back 2018 to conduct a funeral in Maikoni, but I have not traversed that area. But regardless wherever it is, we have enough noble souls in those areas to help make it happen. And then we have next slide, please. We have a lot of people, a lot of mandirs. This is what I'm so proud of, Pandit Yudhishthir, is that we have mandirs, participating mandirs. It is in its infant stage. But look, Houston, Eccles, Diamond, Farm, New Providence, Grove, Friendship, all of these mandirs are coming together under the one banner, Guyana Hindu Youth. Let's educate our youth. Let's put in their minds that which is necessary for them to be leaders of tomorrow, giving positive vibrations. And we can move to the next slide also. All I want to do is for you to feel the impact. Brothers and sisters, whatever it costs, wherever the cost ends up, your child, once you want your child to be there, and your child, whether you have 1, 2, or 3 children in your home and you want all of them to come, of course, they will have to abide by the rules, because we are taking your children into our domain. And we have to, as Nadiraji said, it is the most important to protect your child and to equip your child with the necessary tools of learning. And why we're showing you this is because it is going to cost, we're hoping to get a minimum 100 children. If you are in Canada and you'd like to participate, you know what? The year is coming to an end. And all of us have given our donation to an organization. And if you haven't done so, and you would say, you know what, Pandit Yudhishthir, I want to sponsor one child. I want to give one child in Guyana the necessary tools so that they can experience this camp. Brothers and sisters, it is approximately 100 Canadian dollars. If you are in the US, well, your money is bigger, you know that, right? $70, brothers and sisters. That's all it will take. But then you may ask a question, man, Joe, here, man, if I give you this money, how do I know that it is going to the right source? I'm going to tell you about that. Nadirji can tell you, we have done umpteen fundraising. From COVID until now, I have been the head of fundraising for close to $500,000. And every one of those brothers and sisters, we started with the end in mind by saying to these organizations, what you have to first of all commit to is compliance, transparency, because people are giving their hard-earned dollars. And I'm telling you right now, every dime that you all would have been given, you will be given a receipt. Not necessarily a tax receipt, but you'll be given a receipt. And when the camp is finished, we're going to come back to you and show you how much we've collected, what is the cost, what is the breakdown, and any money remaining will be flowing over to the next camp. But how do you give if you want to give? Now, the next slide will show you that it's an easy process. If you are in Canada, if you are anywhere in the world and you want to donate, you can do so. If you're in Canada, you can e-transfer to guyhyc2023@gmail.com. You do an e-transfer, you will get a notification. You'll also get a reply that your money is received, and you will also receive an e-receipt about your money. If you're in the United States, you will do it through Zelle, and you will be using the email address guyhyc2023USA@gmail.com. Now, I'm going to come back to that one in the Zelle where I'll bring up Nadiraji, but also if you want to send a check, you make that check payable to Yudhishthir Lal, which is Pandit Yudhishthir, who's the director, one of the directors, and as such, your money will be received. It will be accounted. Everyone will be listed. Your dollar will be listed in there. But Nadiraji, I want you to expound 30 seconds more on the Zelle for the US.
So for Zelle in the USA, anyone who would like to donate using the Zelle app in the US, it's available in the US and not Canada. We are not able to create an account in the US as of right now and have the Zelle app working through the account because we're residents of Canada. So we've reached out to a young man, a trusted young man who has worked with Pandit Joe and I on our many different projects also. and he has agreed kindly for us to use the Zelle app with his account to facilitate this project. His name is
Yes.
Deveshwar Ramroop, and every dime that is donated through Zelle, we will receive an email at guyzc2023usa@gmail.com, giving us the name of the person who made the donation and the amount. So these emails are kept for transparency, which we will present if needs be, and we will present when we do the disclosure after a month. So when you decide to send by Zelle, you will see the name Deveshwar Ramroop popping up. He is a trusted person, trusted by myself,
Yes.
trusted by Pandit Joe.
Yes.
It's okay to give that money. He will get it to us at the end of this project. All monies received via Zelle app will be given to us for this project.
And brothers and sisters, this is about the third or fourth time we are doing this with trusted individuals from the US, and we have never, ever encountered any challenges where that money is able to flow through to where it's needed. So I thank Deveshwar so very much for also doing this for us. Nadirji, before I move on, I'm excited, man, and I got to share my excitement on this. Nadirji, can you take the suspense and share it with our audience? We just given out and talk about people who want to donate. There is on the chat a member of your mandir, and I know people are calling you right now, but there's a sister from your mandir who wants to make she wants to sponsor the first child from her family. Can you let everybody know who that is?
Yes, that's none other than Behen Sunita Ramlakan and family. Will be sponsoring one child. It is the first child that's going to be sponsored today. Sunita,
Yes.
you know I love you. And you also know that I cannot lie. So yes, you are the first to sponsor a child today. And Molly Himwanti also has indicated that she will give cash. She has not said if she's going to sponsor one child or more than one, but I know Molly will. So I give this first today to both of you, to Himwanti
Okay.
and also to Sunita. And as we're on this and this excitement and it's building up, I also have pledges from my family, from Anand's Variety Store in Guyana, my brother-in-law, from a good friend of mine, Rajesh Sharma, from Pandit Hiralal Sharma, from our own Noreen Balkaran, from Ahmad Shah, from Sam, from Shweta. Shweta is my Gujarati daughter. She is sponsoring. She did not give an amount. From Nate Balkaran, from Naresh Balkaran, from my good friend of over 30 years, Vijay Singh. So these are the names that have come in so far. I'm sure by the end of this live, we will have more names coming in with pledges or with money coming into the account. And as Panditji mentioned earlier, tax receipts will be given to everyone who donates, regardless of the amount.
No. Wait a second. You said tax receipts or just receipts?
Just receipts.
Receipts, sorry. We cannot
Not
give
tax
tax
receipts.
donation receipts because we have not registered
Right.
this as yet, but we will give receipts for the amount you donate. Thanks for the correction, Pandit
Okay,
Joe.
brothers and sisters, we pause this program right now because as she was talking, if you can see, she mentioned the name Molly, and she said, I'm not sure what she will do, but Molly just posted she will sponsor 3 children.
Woo!
Big hand to Molly.
Thank you,
Molly
Mom.
said she will sponsor 3 children, and a lot of these on chat right now is from the Shiv Seva Sangh Mandir in Scarborough. So if you want to, you can put it in the chat, or you can send a WhatsApp to any one of us, and we will announce as we go on more into this program. Brothers and sisters, I want you to envision that you have your children. They are taken care of. Maybe they go to Mandir, or maybe they don't go to Mandirs. And somebody else who will never meet your child is saying, I'm willing to give a dime to help another human being. That is so wonderful. Go to the next slide, Nadira ji. And I'm going to finish up here. Yes.
Okay, just before we advance to the other slide, if you notice on the screen that you're seeing right now, there is nothing that says PayPal. If there is a need for anyone to send money via PayPal, then we will make PayPal available. So it's an option if there is a need.
Option, and she's right about that, because if you are in Guyana, normally when we need money over here and we get donations from Guyana, they use PayPal. But if you're in Guyana, you'll be able to give your money in Guyana also. So, but if there's a need, I agree with Nadira ji, we will make it possible. Just reach out to any one of us.
So Panditji,
yes,
if I may add, so we have a few other donors already. I visited.
Okay, let's hold that. We'll come back to that in a minute. Just a minute. Just give me 1 minute. Let me finish off the other slide.
Sure.
We'll come back to all of those. So, brothers and sisters, here are names of faces that you know and their contact number. First of all, Pandit Yudhishthir, who you've heard from just now, there's this number. These Facebook Live will be on to stay, so you can watch it back and you can gather these numbers if you're not able to gather them now. Then we have Mataji Lakshmi Baburam. She's in Guyana. That is her Guyana number. You have any questions, any concerns, you want to volunteer, please do reach out to her. Also, Pandit Navin is in Guyana. You can reach out to him. Pandit Krishna Sharma is in Guyana. You can reach out to him. Pandit Rabindranath Tiwari from the Sankat Mochan Mandir in Ajax, Ontario, Canada. You can reach out to him. Pandit Nandalal Mathura from Brampton, Ontario. You can reach out to him. And then you have Pandit Nadira Raghunandan Dayal, Nadira ji, who is with us, who is the president of Shiv Seva Sangh. You can reach out to her also. Every number is up here that you can reach out to, regardless where you're at. And they are all on WhatsApp. So if you're in England, you're in the United States, wherever you're at, you can connect through WhatsApp. You can talk to them. You can do a face video chat and get a lot more information. But this is what is important, so that you know that there's a vast amount of leaders across North America and Guyana who's putting their weight and shoulders to help mold our children. Over to you, Pandit Yudhishthir.
Yes, Panditji, thank you so much. Mataji Nadira, we have so much support, especially from the Shiva Seva Sangh Mandir family. Just last week, I visited New York, and we had a few persons who were very excited about this particular program. They have made donations from Pri-America in Queens, New York, Doreen Ramdani and Chitrawati Jadunandan, Mr. and Mrs. Jadunandan, Radhika Singh. These are all persons who are pledged to contribute to this program here. We have Dinesh Otto Spears from Guyana, who said without whatever monetary help that they can contribute, they will. Of course, that is Mataji's Indrani Mangra's husband. So they also financially will be helping this program, because they see what the purpose of this program and how important it is for us to have this program running. You may want to know, well, what is this money spent on? Well, Mataji give you a breakdown. But just to give you an idea as to what the day will be like, the child will come and learn the basic mantras. They will learn Bhavan. They will do meditation. They will do yoga. They will be participating in chanting of the mantras, Vedic mantras. They will have open conversations about what are some of the social issues that they face. We will mold them in such a way, have conversation that, in regards to empathy and how can we be a better person than yesterday? How is it that we can reach out to our brothers and sisters when they need help? So molding their minds, we will have games for them, interactive programs, have them engaged in arts and crafts, and our culture in which we come from. The art, the craft is a very important aspect of how we display the love for Bhagwan. So these are some of the things that we will be have them engaged in. When it comes to meal, everything will be of organic nature, healthy fruits and vegetables from our motherland, Guyana as well. So these are where the money will be going to. And trust me, this is a venture this definitely is a punya that you don't want to miss. When Bhagwan presents such an opportunity for you to contribute to your dharma, I would advise everyone to contribute and to be a part of it. If you can't donate monetary, come volunteer. If it's an hour, come volunteer. Reach out to us. On those slides, you will see our contact number. Reach out if you'd like to, whatever way you want to contribute. Reach out to us, and we are always here to give you all the necessary answers to your questions. Hari Om.
Thank you so very much. Indrani, anything that you want to add there?
Oh, yes, after listening to everything, I'm so excited to help in every aspect I can. Just to let you know that my husband and I, Dinesh Auto Spares, will be sponsoring 5 children. And in addition, wherever else we can help, we'll be happy to help.
Thank you so much. And I'm glad that we have you and Lakshmiji from Guyana, where you are boots on the ground, you know what is needed there.
Yes.
And yourself and your husband have come on. You want to not only send your family members, but you want to sponsor, give the opportunity to other children also. Lakshmiji, can you give the diaspora a synopsis of your view of how it's this form of training, how much it is needed in Guyana?
Once again, my humble sitaram to everyone who is online, who is watching us around the world. We do welcome you. It is very necessary that our kids are being taught, or they're being given something of their scriptures, so they can follow their traditions and they can move along the ladder to that mode of being someone in society who have knowledge, not only academic knowledge, but we need spiritual knowledge. To be a balanced person in this world, you have to have both knowledge. And many of our kids these days are just being trained academically. And when they come to any situations, they're not able to handle those situations because they're not given the spiritual background. So our endeavor in making this program possible is to allow our children to be able to have some spirituality along in their lives, so that they can turn to it at any point of time. And also, they will be able to have a variety of personnels like ourselves, like all the different Pandits, like Pandit Joe. You can reach out to us because you have our numbers. You will be connected to us. So it's not only about us having enough money, but children, we are calling, parents, we're calling on you. Please help us to send your children out to this program so that we can help them to solidify that education that you want to see in your child. You want to see the best out of your child. And only through these programs can they be helped. Guyana is very short of these type of programs, and we see the need. That's why we are coming together and such a strong force, strong people behind you, good leaders. So please join with us.
Thank
Jai Shri Ram.
Thank you so much. And brothers and sisters, we are saying to you also that university is wonderful. Physics, biology, chemistry is amazing. It equips our child with the knowledge base so that they can go earn $1 or $2. But what to do, what not to do, how to do it, how to speak, how to honor your elders. These are the things that you learn from mandirs. These are the things that you learn from your parents at home. And that is the reason why we want to join force with the parents, where mandirs, pundits, and parents come together. We have seen so much on Facebook where they're saying, oh, what are the pundits doing? They need to take up their place in society. They need to stop this, that, and the other. Well, brothers and sisters, I'm here to tell you, it is back to the basic. It is back to the basic where if all that the teachers in this camp, all that your children would learn is the Gayatri Mantra, Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha. If all on another side they learn some good yoga that helps them, or they learn what to eat, what not to eat in terms of vegetarian food, and you put all those little things together as a framework for a pedestal for them to stand on, all we ask you to lend us your child. Lend us your child so that we can help you to equip your child with the basic necessities of life. Where when they get up in the morning, they can say to you, Namaste, Mom, Namaste, Dad, Ram, Mom. They can show you respect. They can help, or they can take their schoolwork more seriously. Because brothers and sisters, a lot of this will be inculcated into your child into those 3 days. No, we can't do everything, but it is a stepping stone towards more of these camps. What are we doing to mold our child, brothers and sisters? This is part of what we're doing. And to this end, in a few days' time, on Thursday, Panditji is making his way to Guyana. Pandit Yudhishthir is going to Guyana now for the one main reason, and that is to start the framework and the necessary preparations that in 4 months' time or in 3 months' time, things are ready to go. So before I let Panditji tells you where he's going to be, he is going to be walking the streets, household to household, meeting you, the parents, and getting your support with your child, because we are together, when I say we, the team of us will be working towards having the resources necessary to fulfill the necessities of this camp. Pandit Yudhishthir, you are leaving on Thursday, aren't you?
That's correct, Panditji. I am leaving Thursday. I should be back home in Guyana the following day, on Friday. And as soon as I get back home, it is on the ground, going to villages. As you said, rightfully, I'll be knocking on everyone's door, informing them of this project and encouraging the kids to come out, registering them for this program, seeking for volunteers and mentors and young mentors to help in this project as well. And so there's a lot reaching out to the leaders of the community as well for this particular project, to get everyone involved. This is an inclusive project, a project whereby there's no I and me. It's about us. It's about everyone being involved and contributing whatever little that they can, whatever amount that they can, whatever time that they can. All of that, we are reaching out. Remember, we're all in this together. And when we stand together, we will win any battle against Adharma, by just promoting it through nurturing our younger ones.
Will you have a Guyana number that people can get hold of you when you're there?
I will, and I will post it on our Facebook page. As soon as I get there, I will put it up on Facebook so that, but my WhatsApp number will always remain the same. And as soon as I get back home to Guyana, I will provide that Guyana number.
For all of you in Guyana, I will ask you on that Friday onwards, please do reach out and lend your support to Panditji while he's there. Also, I will hand you over to Nadiraji. Nadiraji has also, we have created a Facebook page and a YouTube page, and she'll be telling us about that. Right, Nadiraji?
I will. Namaste ji, everyone. But before I talk about the Facebook and the YouTube series, just want to add a little bit, and I think this is a very positive something I'm going to say, is that Mataji Lakshmi and myself, we've been in talks about this, but one of the spin-off from starting this camp, at the end of the camp, is that we're hoping to also provide a safe space for our youths to come and talk about anything and everything that's on their mind in a very confidential and safe environment. We're hoping to have this virtually as well, where kids will come in anonymously. There are many issues facing our children today, and most of them are afraid to speak about it because they're afraid of being judged. Mataji and Mataji is spiritual, Mataji knows the scriptures inside out. I can only guide, but if there's a need for a professional, we will make sure that you get that professional help. It's just a safe space. You don't go outside and mix with the wrong friends or because you feel there's no way out. There is always a way out if you only come forward. So Pandit Joe, I know I haven't spoken to you about this, but Pandit Joe, once we have everything in place, Pandit Joe will launch this also for us. Right, Panditji? Thank you. And regarding the Facebook, so we just have a Facebook account created for this group and for this purpose, where we will post everything on it, and the YouTube channel. As we move along this project, as we prepare, as we get into the villages, and Pandit Yudhisthira takes videos with the kids, the excitement, anything that's pertaining to this, what we're trying to do, it will be on Facebook and it will be on the YouTube channel. We will be sharing these information as soon as possible. Thank you. Namaste.
Can you create a slide, and after this live, we'll add it as an attachment of what the YouTube link is and the Facebook also, because from here on, everything will be posted, including our PowerPoint, will be posted on the Facebook page, correct?
Will be posted, yes, Panditji.
Yes.
And before I hand it over to you, I just want to say welcome my brother-in-law Anand from Anand Variety Store in Guyana. He's online watching. Thank you, bro. Thank you for listening to this and being part of it. Anand is one very charitable person, someone that I love very much, and he's always willing to help in whatever way he can. So Anand, thank you for taking the time and joining us. Namaste.
And brothers and sisters, we've got Sunita saying on the chat here that she can confirm what it has done to help her children, because her children were part of the Bal Vihar class through Shiv Seva Sangh with Pandit Yudhishthir, and she can confirm and say to us that it has helped her children tremendously in their lives. So this is someone saying to us on the chat that you can read that also. Brothers and sisters, 100 children, times that by $100 Canadian. As you can see, we want to make sure that their stay is pleasant. It is a humongous task. It's something that all the volunteers are committed to and want to make sure that it comes to successful fruition. And because of that, we'd like to ask if all of you can approach your family members at this time. None of your family members will say no to helping a child, an unknown child, of educating them. So if you can do that, just give them a call and say, hey, if you haven't, say to them that like you have done, I have sponsored a child. Would you guys like to sponsor a child also? And $100 each or $70 US or 13,000 Guyana dollar. Is it 13,000? I'm sorry. Is that correct? Am I saying it right?
13,400.
Right. Approximately that, right? To help and to have each child there. Now, there's going to be parents who will pay their way for their child, and that's fine. But if they say, no, we don't want those child to be left out or those children to be left out. Pretty soon, we're going to have a one direct number. We may come up with like a call center number for Guyana, where all questions and queries will be going through that. And as the planning continues, we will have ongoing on a monthly basis where we come to you on a Facebook Live and tell you where we're at. We hope that we never have to say to you that, well, we are filled and we're closed, because I think once we get to that point, we're going to open up, if it so happens, for more children to attend. As we come to a close, all we want to do today is to do this official launching. And as we begin earlier today, let me apologize to you, because we were supposed to begin with a prayer and it totally slipped me because I was too excited in the formalities. But I will ask Pandit Yudhishthir as we close in the end to close with a prayer. I'm not sure Pandit Krishna could say a few words or so. I know he's listening. He is at a different location. Pandit Krishna, are you hearing us? Would you like to say a few words?
Well, I want to endorse everything that was said. And these initiatives are always great. And all that you've said, and we can continue to emphasize on how important and how beneficial such events are. I want to also wish that it comes through better than we would try to plan. And also that all of us here, I don't want to say all of you anymore because I want to make sure I'm a part of this, that all of us here are going to do justice to the community of children that are going to participate in this event. So thanks very much for having me tonight, joining with all of you. I'm looking forward, so that I can be of some use so that we can help our youths for the future.
Pandit Krishna, before you go, you are on the platform of a pundit in Guyana. You would have met many, many families. You would have been participating in Monday events. Someone who is listening in Guyana, not knowing what the landscape is like, how needed is platforms like these, Hindu Youth Camp, necessary to our children in Guyana or to families in Guyana?
Well, Auntie Lakshmi would have said a lot on it because I think the same question was posed.
Yes.
But I want to endorse that, and I want to say that it will be very beneficial because I've participated in assisting in many of these, kind of activities, and we can see the transformation that takes place in the lives of youths as they would have even attended the first camp, and the best people that would give us those feedback are the parents. And when the parents would tell us the transition that took place, the transformation that took place in the lives of their children, we were really, I can't describe how happy we were. And another one coming through this, a new initiative here from us together. I'm just waiting to ensure that it could do the justice we set out for.
And let me continue by Pandit Krishna left off. Brothers and sisters, this camp is not limited to anyone. It's not even limited to Hindus, right, Pandit Yudhishthir? It's not limited to anyone. You as a human being, God's children in Guyana, If there's a need, you want your child to attend this camp regardless of your source of belief, we welcome you to this camp. Brothers and sisters, it does not matter our color. It does not matter the mode of the way we pray. We all face calamities. Our children face calamities. Here's the question I want to pose to you and to all of us. When our children face calamities, there are options.
Yeah.
Do you want them to have the option of taking the bottle, so that they think they ease their mind of that pain? Or there's a better option, a much, much better option, where we equip them with the knowledge of knowing between right and wrong, where they will be able to find a medium within their knowledge base and bring themselves back to equilibrium and become a better soul in society. Nadiraji, can you bring up the flyer right now as we officially, yes, Panditji.
Am I permitted to say one thing more?
Sure, sure.
All right, so I know also if when we set up the activities, if I don't know if it's one or two or how many it's possible, but if we could have some briefings and some enlightenment for the parents of those children.
So that is definitely once, because you see, you're on the ground, you know, if that's necessary, that is something that you and Pandit Yudhishthir and Lakshmiji, all of you can set up and work on that with in Guyana. And definitely, I think once the parents know exactly through that briefing what their child will be going through, oh, they will feel blessed. So I agree with you on that. Thank you so much. Nadiraji, can you bring up the flyer, please? There it is, brothers and sisters. We're going to post this. We will ask you to share it also. GHYC, the Guyana Hindu Youth Camp, proudly presents its first youth camp, hosted or located at Farm Herstelling Vishnu Mandir. I'm sorry, I can't read. It's a little too small for me and my eyes are going. April 2nd to the 4th, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And the camp, the basis of this camp is to promote and preserve Vedic Satya Sanatan Dharma and to learn more about bhakti. And for your child, we want to be a part of your child's spiritual growth. We are hoping, when I say we, I mean this team of noble souls, the organizers are hoping that we will provide your child with clothing, cultural clothing necessary for the camp, free workbooks, and transportation. Just know that when your child comes there, brothers and sisters, it is not going to be a free-for-all. It is not going to be what they want, they can do. No. If you are giving us your child, we want to make sure that time is important, and we will do it the same way you will love your child. We will show love through discipline, through participation. They will participate through discussion and through training them in many aspects. And through those camps, we will find a nugget in each one of your child and help to enhance so that they can definitely take their place in society. We have an email address, guyhyc2023@gmail.com. And there's all of those numbers, Canada and Guyana, where you will all be able to contact any one of these members and get your information. Before we close, I know some more names, I think, Nadiraji, have come in. But before we close and before I hand you over, I want to just give the panel a chance to make all of us our closing remarks and statements. Indraniji?
Yes, I would like to encourage our parents to bring your child or children out. You will have no regrets. I will be there to help in every aspect I can. So please please, I encourage you, bring your children out. Education is the key to success. And what we're going to be teaching you is going to take you a very far way in life. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Lakshmiji?
Namaste, Jai Sitaram again, and parents and well-wishers. We also want to affirm that it will not only be a 3-day camp, though it will be 3-day physically, we will do follow-ups on each of these children and make sure that we can tutor them in whatever way we can to help them to grow spiritually. So time and time again, we will have these camps, but we will have a database of all these children so that we can keep contact with them. Our hope, our prayers are not just for 3 days, but to help them for a long time to come. Thank you.
That is so very important. Thank you for bringing up that. Thank you. Pandit Krishnaji?
Well, I have learned from many, many great people that when it is to be done, let it be done. So I want to say, it is here to be done, let it be done. Please go for it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Nadiraji?
Namaste, everyone. Sitaram. I would just like, I'm so excited about this project. I would like to encourage parents, guardians, grandparents, everyone out there who has kids in and around the area, the farmhouse style in Vishnu Mandir, or as Panditji say, anywhere in Guyana who would like to be part of this, please give us the opportunity to reach out to your children, to help mold them, to help enlighten them. Please give us this opportunity to do so. And for those of you, no amount is too little to donate for this project, no amount. So whatever you can afford, please, we ask that you please help us to make this camp a success. And building on this camp, we will have many more camps across Guyana, and hopefully this group is there to stay, to help, and we will just continue to build on every camp, meaning we will listen to your concerns, we will listen to what you would like us to help you with, and we will make sure that we incorporate your ideas, your thoughts, whatever way we can help, we will try. We have an awesome team of Panditjis here. We have Sandy, myself, and Joe. We will help. We would like to help. So please help us to help your children. Please do. Namaste ji.
I like the point that you made that we talk about $100 Canadian and $70 US, but brothers and sisters, if you can give $20, it will be more than welcome. Imagine 5 people, $20, that make up one child. See, together we will help to mold a more beautiful society for the future. Nadiraji, before I let you go, can you just recite back all the names of people who have donated? I know some came in afterwards also. We want to say thank you to them. It is true our love that we say thank you. They have jumped on the bandwagon. So if you can, let us know the names again, please.
I will. To Bahen Sunita and to Molly and family, you both are the first today on this live. Thank you for sponsoring in total 5 children. To my family, thank you. To my brother-in-law from Anand Variety Store. He hasn't given an amount, but rest assured, he will donate. He has pledged. To Rajesh Sharma, to Pandit Hiralal Sharma, to Noreen Balkaran, Nate Balkaran, Naresh Balkaran, to Ahmad, to Sam, to Shweta, to Vijay, to all of you, thank you very much for pledging. And I also have a list, I will not call the names, but I have a list of companies who had said to me, Pandit Joe, this is through our time together, the last 5 concerts, that whenever there's a need, especially to help our children, please reach out to them. So I will be doing this tomorrow to reach out to them. And for persons out there who would like to approach their company, their organization, to help us, we have letters prepared. We have the necessary documentation you may need. We have answers to your questions, letters to take to your organization. Whatever you need, reach out to us and we will provide. And we will keep you informed every step of the way. From now, when camp concludes, and thereafter. We're here to stay, as I said. Today's our launch, but this is the beginning of many wonderful, beautiful years where we will try our best to mold your children. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you so much. And I'd like to say to everybody that I'm calling on all the Manders. This is part of our mandate to help. So I'm calling on all the Manders that if you can at least sponsor 5 children. Now you may ask, the Manders or individuals may ask, well, what if this money is squandered? Brothers and sisters, I'm here to tell you, no volunteer will be paid. Nobody on this team will be paid. Your money will go directly towards the child. There's nothing like, 10% will be taken care of to drive Pandit Yudhishthir from here to there to nothing like that, brothers and sisters. No one of us will be paid a dime. In fact, everyone will be adding towards. So I call on every Mander, whether you're in Canada, Guyana, United States, as part of your mandate to help mold the society, I ask every Mander, if minimum, you can sponsor 5 children. 5 children, 20 Manders coming together will help 100. They say one doti bilada. One mind we are working on. One mind that will help build a society. Many a times people tell you, man, me understand halfway talk about, but me believe you, me see the conviction. We want to create children who will have that type of a leadership, that they understand what the good books say. They live by what the good books say. And they help others and they build a society not by what the good books say, not by this, what they can take, or by taking a life, but by doing just. Pandit Yudhishthir.
Thank you, Panditji. I must mention Mataji Lalita and Bhim Singh. They sponsored a child yesterday. And Padmini Gucharan of Noor Financial Service, she also sponsored a child. And Nanda Brijlal from New York, Queens, she also sponsored a child. However, my friends and brothers and sisters, and with this common goal of nurturing the minds of our youth in Guyana in particular, I encourage you to support this. This is an ongoing program. It's a program that truly needs your support. And you see that all of us, we're on the same level here. We all have that common goal and we're working towards it. And you add value to this program as well. I encourage you to come, be a part of it. If you have the time, come. We will also, as Panditji rightfully said, that we will always give you updates as to the events that we will be having for the future as well. But for this particular launch, this adds value to society. This is community building. This helps our youth actually is facing so much mental challenges as well because of the pressure that society puts upon them. And we're creating this safe space. We're building community that they have a safety zone that they can come and express themselves and their concern. So this is not just a 3-day camp, as Mataji rightfully said. This is something bigger than that. And the idea is to bring our people together and to eliminate division and to create unity among our Hindu community, especially our youth especially. And Guruji Balakrishna always say our children is our future and we need to invest in them. And this is the best investment you can do for humanity itself.
So, brothers and sisters, before I ask Panditji to do closing prayers for us, we have pleaded with you. We have today launched that youth camp. We explained to you how we intend to proceed. There's two aspects of this. One is to mold children, and without children, there's no future. We were all child one day, without diapers, running around, not knowing much, and somebody molded us, or some society molded us. And as such, I'm asking all of you, help us to mold a next set of visionaries for the future. Can you? Will you? Lend us your child. Lend us your child so that we can give you back a child that is a little bit more polished. Polished in the way they speak, or in understanding. Or better yet, your child understanding necessities. Lend us your child so that your child can work with us to help mold another child to make your community a better place. I thank you all so very much. I thank you so very much. I ask you that if you're watching this program or yet on another day, that if you can share it also, tag a friend, somebody, let them know what is happening. Let them know that you are sending your child for them to send their child also. Pick up the phone, make that call, find out what it takes, what needs to be done. As the time progresses, all the details will be worked out also. But for now, I say namaste, everyone. As we close off this live, after prayers, I'd like to ask everybody to stay on for a few minutes. I hand you over now to Pandit Yudhishthirji for closing prayers.
Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Sahana Bhavatu. Sahana Bhunaktu. Sahavidyam Karavavahe. Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
Thank you very much, Panditji. Thank you very much, everyone. Nadirji, thank you so very much for putting together all of this and for doing all the slides and make it necessary for this to happen today. Thank you, Lakshmiji in Guyana, Indraniji in Guyana, you and your husband for doing what you do. I know Pandit Krishna has left us. Pandit Yudhishthir, thank you so much for your vision and for your leadership in making this happen. Everyone, stay well, stay safe. We wish you a very happy and prosperous 2023. And in that prosperity, we hope that we can be part of your lives by enhancing the medium of your child for the betterment of their lives. Take care, everyone.
Before we sign off, though, I do have to say again, thank you to you. I mean, you're saying all these nice, good things about me and what I've done, but you have to remember who my mentor is. So I have to say thank you for molding me to do all of these good things. Thank you for your selflessness. Thank you for the many hours of putting together, knowing that I am not the easiest person at all times, but you persevere. And I'm at the stage where I can do this effortlessly now. So Pandit Joe Jaglal, I thank you very, very much for all that you do in the community, for the efforts you take. Thank you, Panditji.
Thank you so very much, everyone. Take care. Live wonderfully well until we meet again. Namaste, everyone.
Namaste.
Namaste.
We will end the live, but we'll stay